Hello everyone, we're on day 12 now of my 100 days of meditating, and I feel really relaxed. I think the theme of this video is going to be look into your body, because I know that last week I was in quite a bit of pain. I'd been to the gym a few weeks before and I had a lot of pain with my knee, and so I decided to take a few days off and try and rest it a bit more, and I've been really listening to what my body needs in terms of food. I've started eating more vegetarian meals and trying more vegetarian meals out. I don't feel as though I'm looking after my body more. If I find that I need to sleep, I'm sleeping. I'm really responding to what my body needs from me at this time, and the result of it is I feel really relaxed and really in tune. And it's strange because when I'm focusing on what my body needs, I'm more aware with my senses as well. It's like my senses become sharper. I notice things more. I notice people around me. Tonight I was walking Ricky and these two girls were giggling as I went past, and it just brought a smile to my face. It were maybe two girls in the 20s, and they'd had a few drinks, and I was smiling because I thought it's just lovely to see laughter and smiling, and they were holding hands and they were just sharing a little bit of girly love together. And one of them felt the need to tell me that they'd had a few drinks, and I said to them, that's absolutely all right. I was just enjoying them laughing and smiling and showing connection between them. It was close, showed that they had a really close bond. And I think Matt Kahn, who I follow very closely, he describes life as a journey of the body. So it's all about the body's journey and not what the mind wants you to do. And sometimes I think, and I've been there when I've been hammering my body, and I've been doing about 4 or 5 classes a week and wondering why the weight's not coming off, and really giving myself a hard time because of it, being in pain but still keeping going. And it's like I was trying to get further ahead than what I am, and I think I'm realizing it's about, this is where I am now, this is where my body is at this present time. I'm listening to my body more, what my body needs in terms of water. I'm drinking regularly 3 litres of water a day. It's not fazing me. I'm actually asking my body what does it actually need. And when I was doing my meditation as well, it was like I was asking my heart, who I see as a little girl. So as we come into this world, we're sort of little children, aren't we? We are little boys and little girls, and we see our world experiences through our senses. So we haven't got the cognitive ability to be able to deal with things when they arise. So sometimes it could be as simple as your mum or dad leaving the room to go and make a cup of tea in the kitchen and leaving you maybe in your cot or your crib or in a chair. And that child might see that experience as one of being abandoned, because they don't know if their mum or dad or carer is going to come back into the room. And we don't realise, when we see life through the eyes of the child, how greatly it affects us. And when we have all gone through different types of trauma, whatever it might be, and sometimes the biggest form of neglect is the way that we neglect ourselves, and the way that we neglect our bodies. We try and compare ourselves to others. This is how we should be. If we are like this person, or if we've lost weight, or if we have eat healthier, then we're going to be good enough. And we're always chasing after this. If we, did this, or if we did that, why are we not just happy with who we are at the present time? Because we are much greater and much bigger than what our thoughts tell us that we are. And I was reading The Completion Process today whilst I was having my hair done, and I absolutely love it. I love having my hair done. I love this colour and I love this cut. So thank you, Diane. But I was reading The Completion Process, and it's done by Teal Swan. And what she describes emotions as is, if you can imagine that there's a trigger in your head, and this trigger is a bit like a light switch. And when we see an emotion as being bad, this trigger gets switched on. And as the trigger's switched on, our body has a physiological reaction to it. So it goes into fight or flight mode. So it either starts fighting the emotion and trying to push it down, or trying doing different things like trying to distract yourself with watching TV, doing perhaps doing exercise, but in a way to sort of not be there with the emotion. And this really made sense to me, because it's really hard for me to find an emotion now that I am not okay with feeling. And it might not feel entirely comfortable to feel lonely. I think that's a big one, lonely, or okay with who I am, or seen or heard. But I also know that I am comfortable feeling that emotion. And an emotion is just a type of energy. So we can be feeling that emotion from another person, or it can be something that's coming up in ourselves. But anyway, more in that in another video. But yeah, so day 12, say listen to your body, because it has the key. Feel relaxed and listen to what your body needs to tell you, because that way you're going to feel more relaxed and more at peace. Until tomorrow, see you. Bye bye.